All right, we're live. Hi, Gary. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi there. Hello, Tara.
So, Gary, it's just been such an honor and so amazing to work with you. Gary's been part of our program, the 90-Day Transformation, working with myself and my amazing empowerment coach, Carmen. And I just want Gary to share his experience so others that might be curious about asking for help. That's something that some of us don't always feel we want to do or should do. And it can be really so life-changing when you do step out of your box and become more comfortable. So, so Gary, if you could just share why you first came to me, Tara Nolan, transformation coach. I didn't say that. Transformation Tara is my business. So why you first came to me anyway and booked that call.
I guess I was aware of you. I had a good instinctive feeling, intuitive feeling, I think, about you. Probably anyone needs some guidance, and I'm retired, and it's easy to just kind of drift, I think, without really having I don't know, you just go into automatic mode, and it's kind of gets you nowhere.
Right, you keep cycling, right? Like automatic mode, like Groundhog's Day almost.
You bet. Yes, it does.
Yeah, so that's what you're feeling, like things were a little stagnant. And
yeah, so I thought maybe with a little bit of a, I don't know, insights and different, coaches that kind of you can trust and that are looking out for your most, your best benefit, that it's a good place to start.
Did you feel like you could trust me and my other coach? Did you feel like you could trust us and that we were looking out for your best benefit?
I did. I still do.
Okay.
I think you're great people, and that you truthfully are looking out for people's best interests.
Thank you. I think that is important. With people you meet on the internet, sometimes it can be, you got to be, you want to have that feeling. So, but I think you can trust your gut. So good for you in doing that. Also, where are you at now? Like where you were at then as you were looking for you're feeling a little stagnant in life and like automatic pilot, it wasn't getting you anywhere, you said. So now that you've completed the 90-day program, where are you at now?
Well, I like to think that I have more energy. I like to think I have, kind of a better reason for getting up in the morning. Happier, I believe, and more confident. And I think that is a big boost for when you go out into the world and relate to people, and that it's kind of or if you become more happier and vibrant, I think it's easier to bring that joy or that feeling to kind of flows out of you, and other people pick up on it, and it's a win-win, as they say, for them, for you.
Yeah.
You start to become a better version of yourself, and I don't know how that could be anything but positive.
Gary, that's so beautiful. That's really well put. It's like you're helping yourself, but you're doing it really to make a better impact on the world, on people around you, on everyone you know and that you see. Because, yeah, when you share, becoming happier and more confident and having a purpose, a reason, a better feeling getting up in the morning, those are really big things that can also attract even different people in your life with the energy that you put out there.
I think so, yes. I think that's happening already.
That's happening already? Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you just, instead of sitting there quietly, maybe within a group, you got some pep, you got a little something to add, and then comes back at you, and it's just better all the way around.
Next thing you know, you got new people, new relationships.
That's a good thing for the most part.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So, any future plans or future changes that have come of this? I happen to know of one.
And you don't want to say that?
Yeah, I just thought you could say it. But yeah, you're sharing now you're moving forward with the yoga teacher training with us.
Oh, right. Yeah. So that beats the stagnation, and that should reinforce a lot of these things. I mean, sometimes people, maybe they don't want coaching because, you're led and pointed, I guess, to a degree. And, but that is really okay. I mean, people might think, well, I know that, of course that makes sense. But until you are reminded and pointed and start making things habitual, maybe you forget. It's easy to reverse your course, you just kind of forget it. But if you're reminded enough and guided enough and do it enough, and I think it's very helpful, and it starts to actually make changes that you might not think could even be possible for you. I don't know.
Yeah, you do things you didn't even think were possible before. We started to see that in you, in your life, of just how you started showing up. It's really, really amazing to watch. But you dedicated to the program. You got in there and you did the things that we suggested. And that's what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, I even like the probably way at the beginning was just kind of a standard daily routine, which is it's very simple, but it's very awesome. To end your day with gratitude. End it with gratitude as before you go to sleep, instead of whining about this and that. You're looking to the great things in your life and trying to be grateful for them. And then as you wake up, to maybe think about your goals, or where you would hope to be, or how you would like to be in the future down the road, and that these things are possible. And just think of how, if some of these things that you envision can actually be possible, and you start working towards making them possible, and how you feel the feeling, maybe even if you can even get the feeling before the fact and start feeling better, and the actions start coming more in tune with what you're doing. Yeah, I think so. It starts on a daily mindset and a continuity. You got to keep it up. It's easy to backslide, and I think that's why you guys are good at what you do. You don't I don't say allow the backslide, but you are aware of it and can point it out and say, Gary, you're doing the same thing you used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's easy to go back to old habits, and that's the way you've always been. So then you just tend to go back to that. And that's where I think a coach really points you in the direction of where you want to go, and what is possible. But the other thing that you mentioned are these daily habits, and these little things make a big difference in changing your life. Do you think you could have made those changes on your own, alone, without a coach?
Certainly not as well. I like to read things, that are, I don't know, self-help thoughts and cliches and whatnot. And but again, on your own, they kind of drop to the wayside. Whereas to continually reinforce your patterns until they're what you want, what you really need to have them, and then you have a greater degree of life, I guess. You're more. You got to make them. I think you have to start and be pointed, and then I have to think you have to be repetitive, and then maybe you fall back, and then they say don't fall back. This is where you're going wrong again. Blah blah, and I think guidance is good and necessary for me.
I think it is.
Even though yeah, go ahead.
No, I love what you had to say. I don't think that you can do it on your own the same way, because you only know what you know, and you can't you can only witness yourself to a certain degree, right? It takes a third party to see that in you, and really be like, whoa, what's going on here? It's
all right.
It's a big deal, because you start going down a different path. Your whole life kind of it can get either a downward spiral or an upward spiral. You're certainly not on the ladder.
That is so true. I've seen that over and over again throughout my own life. Where you kind of take the easy route or the less risky, and you end up in the long run, you kind of shortchange yourself because you take the easy way versus what and end up with safe and things work out. But maybe then you look around and think, man, if I would have went that way, how that much better it could have been. And yeah, the whatever blocks you, I know I would have a depression issues, and so even in my job, I would take not that I didn't work hard and be a team player, but you take, like I say, the easier route versus the one that might have led to the best reward, the best challenge. And, you remain on challenge because you're kind of worried that if it falls flat, that's a big deal. And in reality, it's not much of a big deal.
Well, I think it's a comfort zone. I think we stay in our comfort zone, and yeah, that feels safe is the word you use. And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
it could take someone else to say, but what if you did step outside your comfort zone? And you did it even by hiring a coach. That's often, that's a big step for people that can be scary, and to take that step forward and invest in your time, invest your heart, invest financially, all of that. But I think you realize your life's worth it.
Right. And as far as the money thing, because I can be as tight as the next person, but if it's, like I say, for me, I think it's led to, better energy, better happiness, better, better relationships, really. And so rather than just dog paddling around the pond, the few dollars invested, in those arenas, it's well worth it.
I'm so glad.
Of energy, of happiness, of better friendships. Yeah, it's really priceless stuff.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear you say that. Thank you. Was there anything last about the program that surprised you, that you didn't expect maybe, or it impacted some other area of your life, or?
I'm not sure about that. You might have to rephrase it, but I mean, the comments are, certainly all the pointers are great. And, just I certainly like the, feel good about things, turn to the happy thought, bring the happiness first, and the other stuff's probably going to be that much easier to follow if you just have a better vibe, a better feeling, and to be reminded of that, just be happy with what is and work towards what might be, and believe that very well may come your way, and don't look at what's missing. Be thankful for what you got, and you want more, well, you might have to work a little bit, but it's probably going to be worth it.
Yeah, you got to put in a little bit of work. You got to step outside the comfort zone. You got to do those things if you want a different result. Do the same thing, get the same result. You do something different. Yeah. Yep. Well, that's awesome. That's you're very inspiring, and it's been inspiring to watch you. My last question is, sounds good, but would you recommend it to someone else, or who would you recommend this to? What kind of person?
I would do that. I think through what I've learned, I talked to my one buddy, and I try to kind of let him know what I'm doing, and that to a nice degree how much it's bettering me. And so and he used to always be that way. He's someone introverted and has tendencies to get down about things. And I think almost anyone could gain from this. Like you say, I think people resist at first, and who knows? If I shine bright enough, then they might actually be giving you a call too. I don't know. Maybe they'll call me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love it. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for hopping online with me today. And thank you even more for opening up to our program and to working with us and trusting us. And I'm so excited the journey continues with us as we move on a yoga path now. And yeah.
And that's true. I think I'm glad I am on the yoga thing, because that's going to make us continue a little bit. And I guess this is one of those works that if you think you're done, I think it's going to fall to the wayside again. So it's like a continuous deal of,
yeah. Well, it is.
Yeah.
Long term definitely works best. And that's why I start, people with 90 days. I don't do like a 30-day program. I do a 90-day program because I'm interested in results. And it's really starting to change those patterns. And then from 90-day programs, I have year-long programs because,
Right.
yeah, but we figured it out where we got an exciting journey ahead. And, you know, all you had to do, you know, to get on this journey was book a call and see what happens. So, you know, I'm just sharing with everyone else. Gary booked a call and we talked and found out what he was looking for and just figured out if we were a fit. That's all it is. And, the end of it, he said, let's go for it.
Yeah, and to anyone watching, yeah, I would truly recommend. These are good, caring people. They have a lot of knowledge. They have a lot of experience. They have a lot of results. I don't know, good place to start.
Thank you so much, Gary. All right, well, with that, we will sign out. And I'll just say, have a wonderful day to everyone out there. Step into your power so you can you get to choose the way you want to live, and it's all about being happy and healthy and appreciating your life. And I love look at this man Gary shining right here next to me. He's amazing. So he did it. If he did it, and he's found more happiness and confidence, you can do it too. If it's calling to you, it's probably for a reason. So, but again, my gratitude to you, Gary. It's been a real pleasure working with you. So thank you.
Likewise, definitely.
Okay, bye.
Signing off. We'll see you.
Signing off.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.